why I get money on my hands. I don't even get to hold it. It's just runs away. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Hello, guys. My name is Ainas, and today I'm going to be sharing with the wisdom that's been tested for centuries. It's 2,000 years old. It's not just a piece of idea or information, it's a wisdom. And all the billionaires and millionaires live by this principle. And the longer you stay with me, the better you're going to understand. And in the end, you're going to be like, that was that simple? Yes, it is that simple. And you're going to have answers for a lot of questions. The biggest question is why I get money on my hands. I don't even get to hold it. It's just runs away. Yeah. If you do the practices and exercise that I'm going to give you, I promise you, I take the full responsibility. You're going to change your financial situation. Okay. So let's go. People live at one of these three levels of financial living: B plus, B0, and B minus. B minus are those people who are in debt. B0 are those people who pay their bills, they pay for their all expenses, and in the end of the month, they have $0 in their bank account, okay? And B plus are those people who pay all their bills, pay all their expenses, and their bank account is still remaining. So they still have money in their bank account, okay? Those people who live on a B plus level, they are the ones who always attract opportunities, always attract money. Somehow they make money all the time. Those are the people who you look at them and be like, how they make money so effortlessly? Like, why is it so easy for them? And but me, I have to work my ass off all the time. So that's because they live on a B plus level. How do we get to B plus level? First thing that you gotta do is you're gonna pay off your debts. Why? Because living in debt means that you are borrowing from your future self, from your future energy. You get it? That's why the money is not coming, because you already borrowed from the future. It's the same thing when you are thinking always about the future. Your present life just slips away. You don't get to enjoy present lives. The same thing, you don't get to enjoy the money in the present because you already borrowed it from the future. Does it make sense? Exactly. Debt drains you. It blocks your joy. It takes away your happiness. It takes away your ability to truly rest. So imagine you're going for traveling and you still owe some couple $1,000s to your friend. No matter how good that place is, how fun you try to have, you are still going to be thinking about that situation. It's going to be in the back of your head. You're going to be like, oh my God, now I'm going to have to hide my stories. You're going to be thinking about the excuses that you're going to make. So it steals your joy. That's why you're going to pay for your debts. You might say, like, we pay for our debts. We do pay every month. What I'm supposed to do? What do you want me to do? But here's the truth: you have material debts because you have spiritual debts. You get it? I'm going to explain you why. So, the first debt that we have is to ourselves. If you don't take care of your body, if you eat junk food, if you don't exercise, if you stay in the situations when it's bad for you, in toxic relationships, bad situations, uncomfortable, when you don't stand up for yourself, when you betray yourself. Every time you drink alcohol, you harm yourself. Every time you have a cigarette, you harm yourself. That's a debt, and you are going to pay for it. If you think about our body costs, probably, if you put the price on it, billions of dollars. I heard in one of the videos that our body is capable for maintaining the whole country for 1 week, maintaining the whole electricity for 1 week of a developed country. Do you see how valuable our body is? But every time when we harm ourselves, our body remembers. That's why you pay for it. You cannot play universe. You can't play with God, Allah, Jesus, whoever you believe in. You can't play him, okay? You're gonna get results. You're gonna have to pay for everything that you do. The second debt that we have is to our parents. We have to love them, respect them, accept them, forgive them. That's our spiritual debt. And if you have a bad relationship with your parents, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you will always have problems with finances. For example, a man makes Finally, $50,000. He's like, oh my God, finally. He worked all his financial blockages, he did all the meditations, and then he finally got $50,000 in his hands. But he has bad relationship with his parents and has a bunch of spiritual debt, right? You're gonna get it. And then tomorrow, his cat is gonna get sick or his dog, and boom, minus $5,000. And then the neighbor is gonna forget to turn off the water. Boom, now he has to ask for the maintenance to come, and he's gonna spend a couple $1,000s for that. A car accident, and the insurance is gonna say we can't pay for that. Now you're gonna pay for it. Now he has to pay for his car and for another car, and that's how he's going to lose all the money that came to him. Because I told you, you cannot play universe. Just fix your relationship with your parents. There are a bunch of exercises, lots of books, lots of resources where you're going to learn how to do that. It doesn't mean that you have to talk to them. It doesn't mean that you have to be with them to love and respect and to accept them. No. That's why everyone says, like, you gotta separate from your parents. Why people say that? When we hold on the grudges towards the people, the most important people in our lives, it just drains you. Your energy leaks towards those feelings, towards those people. And the moment you're going to accept and love and forgive them, that energy that you are sending to them, it's going to come back to you. And you're going to use that energy to generate ideas, be more creative. Because without energy, you can't be creative, you can't come up with ideas, you can't solve problems. So the energy is the inspiration, the energy is the motivation. If you don't love them, that means that you don't trust this world. That means that this world doesn't support you, doesn't love you. But this world does love you, wants to support you. But if you don't fix your relationship with your parents, the universe, the world is going to keep proving you that you are right. Yes, you are not lovable. Yes, you don't deserve it. Yes, you are not supported. The next step that we have is to our partners and kids. If you have a husband or a wife, you have to respect them, love them, fulfill your responsibilities. If you neglect your kids' feelings, for example, or you don't take the full responsibility for your kids, that's when your problem's gonna start. You may heard about the situations when a man just left his kids and wife. That man, if you look at his life, if you observe, that man will never be satisfied in this world. The money is going to be stolen. He's going to end up in weird kind of situations, even end up in some jails or prisons. The reason why? Because he left his kids and his wife. That's a really huge debt that you can have. And probably you saw situations where you think that a man got away. You think that, oh, that guy, he started a whole new family. He doesn't even think about them. He's making millions. He's living his life. Everything is perfect. Have you noticed some kids are born in families and they're so depressed? However, the parents they try, they are not happy. That's how the universe is making you pay back by taking happiness of the people that you love. Some kids can also be born with cancer, with some diseases, and they don't deserve it. It's very sad that it's happening, but that's how the parents pay. In lots of cases, parents' karma can transfer to their kids' life. All right, so the next debt is to our country and our environment. Don't complain, don't spread negativity, don't litter. And if you want to say something negative, think about it twice. There's no such thing as bad or good. Everything is empty. For example, cheesecake. It's not good or bad, but for you it may be good because it gives you lots of joy, it makes your mood good, it takes you back to your childhood memories probably. Like, it's good for you, but it's bad for me because cheesecake contains cheese and I'm not lactose intolerant. Okay, am I saying right? Intolerant, whatever. It makes my stomach hurt, it makes me feel bad. Plus, I think that I can break me out. I'm scared of it. I'm scared of the cheesecake. So, cheesecake for me is bad. Does it make bad because of my experience? No, it doesn't. Does it make it good because of your experience? No, it doesn't, because cheesecake is, it's empty. Okay, it's not good or bad. The same thing about your country, your government. You can never say that your country is bad, the president is bad or good, or the government is good, or someone is good or bad. You can never say. It depends on your own experience with this president. If you think he's bad, for some other people he might be good. Okay, so that's why don't spread negativity, trying to do all of that, post something on the internet, trying to say bad things about someone. It means that you are trying to control it. But please try to control your own life first, and then you're going to see the difference. I promise you, you will see the difference. Even the president, even the country will start treating you different the moment you accept and respect. So I'm going to give you an example of a man who was doing business in his country, and every time he was having beef with the president and with all the people, they were saying, no, you can't do that on this land, no, you can't, it's prohibited, all of that. So he was having all those issues. He decided to place a portrait of his president in his office, and every day he was thanking that president, he was respecting that president, and in a magic way, all his problems solved and his income skyrocketed. You believe it or not, but 120 years ago, a guy said, I'm gonna make a piece of metal to fly us around, to take us to places. No one believed him. No one believed him. Everyone said, you're crazy. What the hell? So you might think that this information is kind of weird. Like, who believes that shit? Believe it and do it. And you will see the results. Yeah. And the next important debt is promises that you don't keep. Promised your friend to do something and you didn't, that's a debt. Promised yourself to go to the gym and you didn't, that's a debt. So you either complete it or you cancel it. You can call your friend and be like, hey, I promised you to do that. Can I do it like next week or next day? Are you okay? Are you all right? And that person's gonna say, yeah, of course, no problem. That's it. No, you have no debt. If you don't want to go to the gym, just be like, I'm canceling my gym tonight. I'm canceling my gym this morning. That's it. You have no debt. Okay. Or you can just go and hit the gym. You know, it's very easy. So, what you're going to do is you're going to write down everything that you owe, spiritually and materially, and start paying off your debts. You want millions, you have to give it back. You know, to receive, you need to give. It's the same thing. Same thing. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'm grateful and I appreciate every single like and comment and subscribe, because for me it's the most valuable energy exchange. Write in the comments your opinions, your thoughts, what insights you got. Maybe you remembered a certain situation when I was telling you this. You know, I'm very curious. In my next video, I'll continue talking about financial abundance. I really want to help everyone to be wealthy, healthy, and happy. Bye bye. See you soon.